Hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of Am I the Asshole? If you like hearing Reddit stories, it would really support the channel if you could like or subscribe. Let's get started with our first story. Am I the Asshole sold my car and he died days after. Hi everyone. Little backstory. I sold my car on July 25th to a young man who drove around 1.5 hours to come get it. I recently got a Facebook message from a girl, not sure how they are related, and she said he passed away the day after he got the car. So now the car is in a towing lot over 1.5 hours from me, and since he never switched the title over from him to me, the car is still in my name, and they are asking me to come to the lot so they can get it out. Am I the asshole for not wanting to do that? I have a little baby and work 50 hours a week, and she's rushing me to come so they can get it out. Edit, she said he passed the next day, but the police said it was over a week after he bought the car from me. So he had time to switch the title and didn't. Edit, I called the towing company. I will be responsible to pay for the car to get it out of the lot because the car's in my name still. It's already over $1,000. Last edit, I work till at least 5 every day, and she's asking me to take a day off or leave work early since it closes at 5. I can't take off time. It's my second week here. I called them, and they said I would be responsible for getting it out. It's already over $1,000. They want you to pay and handle the situation. If you don't, they will have to take possession of the vehicle, complete the paperwork, and sell it. Technically, it's not your vehicle. It's not your problem. Exactly. The tow company just wants to get paid. They have no leverage over you. You didn't contract with them. Their only available threat is to seize the vehicle, which you don't even own. Just ignore them. They won't sue you. It's easier for them to deal for the car, though not as easily as fooling you into writing a check, huh? Not the asshole, but you should check with your local DMV. You may be held liable if this doesn't get sorted and the car is left illegally parked or abandoned. Do you have a bill of sale? This sounds really fishy, OP. I would reach out to your local police department for advice on how to proceed. You found out from them when he supposedly passed away, but I would be leery of someone trying to scam you here. Am I the asshole for asking my ex-husband to help pay for our daughter's medical testing? I got divorced about 6 years ago with 3 kids, at the time 12, and 14. My divorce decree stated we were to split children's medical expenses 60-40. Unfortunately, it did not have an age expiry date or specific language about what was included. Our daughter, female 20, has always had vague and persistent health issues, headaches, fatigue, nausea, prone to illness, etc. Over the years, I have taken her to lots of doctors and specialists, and we have not found anything definitively wrong. Her father has always blamed her eating habits and lack of exercise, and has never agreed that there could be anything physically wrong. This summer, between her sophomore and junior years in college, I took it on myself to figure out what was wrong. I found a good internal medicine doctor who believed there was a problem and sent her off to specialists to get to the bottom of it. Through months of scans and blood tests, she was diagnosed with Hashimoto's disease and endometriosis. The internist impressed upon us that we had found it so early that there is little to no damage on her ovaries or thyroid, which was great news. The testing was fairly expensive, and I paid all of the copays on my credit card. I asked my ex to pay for part of them, since they were for our daughter's health, and he refused, stating that we had just internet fear-mongered and that she had made herself sick by not eating properly. He also said he should have been consulted and involved in the process, which our daughter did not want. Am I the asshole for not making a financial plan and discussing it with my ex-husband before the testing? Update. Ex knew we were seeking medical help, approved of the main doctor I took her to, but wanted to be present at each appointment, which she did not want. I updated him about everything along the way, until he got nasty about me personally. I paid $990 for a CT scan of her organs prior to that procedure. This hospital gives a 20% discount if you pay up front, so I was saving him money. She is on her father's health insurance still. And so if she or I didn't pay, he would have been responsible anyway. Your child is an adult. Does your agreement contain any language at all about costs while your child is at college, for example? In general, child is defined by state law to cover the period of time until either the child's 18th birthday or perhaps the later of their 18th birthday and their graduation from high school. Either way, your 20-year-old daughter who is a college junior is well past the date. In legal terms, he probably has no obligation to pay. This doesn't make you worse off, because he clearly wouldn't have paid for testing for an illness that he thinks is all internet fear-mongering and poor diet had you asked him beforehand. He's an asshole, which is presumably connected to him being an ex-husband. Not the asshole for asking, but he almost certainly has no obligation to actually pay. This really depends on the jurisdiction. In a lot of countries, child maintenance agreements last until the child is 21. OP should check with a lawyer. Or while they are still getting an education, she's in college, so it might still apply until she graduates. When you were reviewing the symptoms, autoimmune disease was jumping out to me, and that's what it was. OP, stress is a major component in developing autoimmune disorders, and women are far more likely to develop them. Medical misogyny is a real thing, and it seems your ex is doing this nonsense too. IDK if you should have consulted him first, and frankly, I don't care. You advocated for your daughter when no one else would. She will unfortunately need to fight doctors to have concerns addressed. This was a great example for her, not the asshole. Thank you, MJ. Who cares about the legal aspect? His child was in pain, and he blatantly refused to believe her. Even if she's an adult now, she's still his family. Plus, 20 years old is still very young. Just because she's an adult doesn't mean she has the resources to access and pay for all the medical treatments. I think I see why OP and him broke up. Well, that's another episode of Am I the Asshole in the books. I really appreciate all of you who made it this far into the video. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, it would really help the channel out a lot if you gave the video a thumbs up, subscribe, or leave a comment down below. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.